Right, good to go.
Yo, 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 yo.
How's it going, Joe? You right?
Yeah.
Uh,
I've been sick. I've been fucking sick.
a bit poorly, you mate.
Yeah. I haven't had
What's the
enough
what's the
Calpol.
what's the symptoms?
I turned 28, didn't I?
All right, all
No.
right.
No, the old fiance was sick on the weekend.
Mm.
She passed it across to me. My temperature's been up and down like a fucking yo-yo.
That's it. Have you took your
Uh,
temperature, have you?
yeah.
Like a dog at the vet's. Have you stuck up your ass and been like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
I was gonna say a thermometer up the arse. Well, it was up the arse, then in the mouth, and then back. It
yeah,
was
double
like
check, right?
arse, mouth, arse, just to check.
Yeah,
Um,
usual
and
routine for Joe then.
yeah, just stick it up the arse and stick it in the mouth. No, what is it? We're
Was
not
it
even
two
fucking 1 minute
minutes?
in. Yeah, so just had a bit of a fucking, just feel rough as fuck.
Hmm. You
I noticed you're in a different
yeah,
setting today.
yeah. Any audio people listening? I'm in my little boy's room because the family's downstairs, and I'm not going to be doing it downstairs with them because it's going to be mental. I'm not be able to get a word in edgeways. And
Nothing new there then with me.
well, if I was down there right now, my little boy would be like, "Daddy, Daddy, no, Daddy, what are you doing, Daddy?" So come here for a quick 45 minutes just to get this in, get this done.
Escape from dad life.
Yeah, I
It's like fuck's sake, I'm gonna have fucking to deal with my own son. Let's give Joe attention now. Fuck.
yeah, let's try and share my time wisely, is it? Maybe it's COVID. Have we done a COVID test?
Fuck COVID. Not fucking real, is it?
COVID's done now, is it?
Hmm.
Joe's an anti-vax confirmed.
Certificate of vaccination identification 19.
I texted you like a couple days ago, and I was saying like this one is going to be a little bit different.
Yeah.
Um, surprise, surprise, it's just this room, like this room change.
Uh,
No, it's
so you
not.
had me
It's
over.
not.
I was gonna say you had me overthinking, thinking, oh God,
No,
he's.
I said, then I was like, oh, change it up a little bit this episode, see how it goes, just for a bit of fun. Different background, mate.
Oh well. I don't know if you've noticed. It's a fucking different background from me as well.
Oh, right. Let me try and look. You still got all the shitty toys behind. Guitar? Gone?
No, I've changed the toys.
Oh, have you? Okay. Well, what have you changed them to then? It looks the same to me. Oh, the big burly guy's gone.
Yeah, it's not Batman anymore. It's Flash.
Oh, where's all the
And
Batman gone then?
they just up a shelf. I just swapped the shelves.
Oh, have you? Did
Yeah,
you
I
swap
just
the
moved
toys or
them
did you swap
around.
the shelves?
I literally unscrewed the shelves and I moved it, put it back because all the toys are glued to the shelves. I bought them like
Yeah.
that.
Okay. If they just to prove your point, next episode, can you screw the shelves in upside down with all the toys like still there, glued upside down?
Yeah, I
Well,
give that a go.
fantastic. Yeah. Reminds you of do you ever read as a kid? Like,
Do I ever read as a kid?
yeah, I was gonna go
Yeah,
into a bit more detail, but I thought I'd just keep it all more open ended. Did you read as a kid? Like,
yeah. I used to have quite a you know collection of books. We read with my mother and things like that.
um,
Or do you mean like, oh, you go to the school library and pick up a novel and think you're fucking smart as
no,
fuck?
no, no, that far. Can you remember your first book you ever read from beginning to end? You'd be like, oh yeah, I did it. Like, I finally finished a book. Oh, here we go. Oh, here we go. Here he is.
Sorry, that took some time.
All right, Andrew, how's it going, mate?
Go in, man. All right, this is weird.
Yeah, I actually haven't told Joe anything about
Oh
your
God,
popping in.
surprise guest.
Oh
Surprise
my
guest.
gosh.
First surprise guest. That's It's monumental, isn't it?
I know it's a
This is
milestone.
this is an honor.
I hope so. I hope so. You've got to be like one of those people now, and you've got to be like a proper interviewer. You've got to
I
ask them
know
really like interesting questions and.
nothing planned at all.
That's the way we roll, baby.
Joe's ill.
Is my sound really crap? Like, can you hear yourselves coming back through or anything?
No, it's fine
No,
for me.
No,
no, it's
cool.
good,
I'm,
good for
it's funny
me
because
as
I'm using
well.
my work laptop, so I just want to make sure.
Fantastic. You actually sound better than Joe's audio the past 10 episodes, like.
Fuck's
Oh, no,
sake.
no. Come
Fucking
on.
knew that was coming.
You're professional, Joe.
Hmm?
Yeah.
I
You're
look professional.
Yeah, professional, yeah.
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
blended into
Is your big
the
muffler
chair.
on your mic?
I know. I just do this to cover my face. So I'll just sit like this. So
Yeah, we
introduce
used
yourself.
Oh, really? Well, it's weird, isn't it? Because I feel like people come on a podcast and they've got some sort of like
yeah, shilling something, aren't they?
yeah, they got something special to talk about, or like they've done something. I'm just Lewis's sister's boyfriend.
The family lore is expanded, like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, the vocal dump law has expanded. You're like the third character now.
Oh, mad. Have you
Yeah.
ever thought of doing like Top Gear used to have like the fastest celebrity?
Oh yeah.
You thought of doing something like that?
Yeah. I thought you meant like I thought you was gonna say the Stig then, where you would be
Yeah,
like constantly covered
Stig.
up and we never know who you are truly, like.
I could do that. I could
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
grow my beard like up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a what like a comb over, but it'd be like comb like
Yeah,
beard
Cool.
this way.
just like that way. You
Yeah,
see,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
then I can adapt it to the situation as well.
This is a tangent, but you ever seen those? I remember only seeing them from getting your Guinness Book of Records every year for Christmas. Like
Oh yeah, yeah,
it
yeah.
would be the werewolf children of like fucking Papua New Guinea and all. Like, what's that about?
Yes.
I
It's like
love
they
that.
grow like facial hair from their eyes down, don't they? Like from cheeks and everything.
Yeah, they like. There's a certain part of India, isn't it, that like I don't know why it's like. Well, I don't know if it's India, but like certainly that region of the world. You got like the tree people as well, haven't you? Seen
Yeah.
them?
What? Go
they're
go
like
on.
Yeah.
they're like ants, like real life ents, except they've got none of like the positive features of an ent. It's just it's
What?
just
In what way are they
sadness.
tree then? What way are they
It's kind
tree?
of like
Um,
isn't like the it's like Elephant Man, isn't it? It's kind of like that.
sort
What?
of, yeah. They've got sort of like barky skin, haven't they?
Barky skin.
Yeah,
That's the description in the books as well. Very barky
yeah,
skin, this lot.
yeah, barky skin. The new
I need to
album.
see those now. I want to see a couple of tree people.
Yeah,
And they usually paired up on the same double page spread. Like, oh, look at this Ripley's Believe It or Not. They got tree people and werewolf
yeah,
on the
like
same book.
50 wonders of the world sort of thing, and it's like tree people are in there.
Hmm. I always thought
Yeah,
the
they
Elephant Man was like just growths.
Yeah, he
it's
was.
sort it's sort
Sorry,
of
go
like
on.
that, isn't it? Like um I know exactly what you're talking about because I remember seeing a video. I don't know if it was on like TV or something or YouTube, but there was a tree person. Sounds ridiculous to say it like that. There's a tree, but he was like he just smoking all day.
Yes,
Just
that's the one I seen. I know exactly the
Is
one you're
it?
talking about. I've just put a little picture into the Zoom meeting for you, Lou. This man's got like barky hands.
All right. Oh, nice. I don't know if anyone could see the actual meeting, but I'll just stick the photo in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What? It looks like fresh ginger or something.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. You'd take a grater to it, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Actually, just seeing that photo now, it's kind of the pennies dropped. Is it just kind of like toenails and like hairs and nails and like
It might be. I mean, my understanding was always that it was some sort of like benign growth.
right? I think I remember
Whether
when
that's
something similar, like an old granny had like a horn.
you actually know what you're on about with that.
Maybe
We've
that's something
definitely
similar.
found we've definitely found Andrew's niche.
Yeah,
Bring,
it's
we'll
weirdly.
bring him on every time he wants to talk about some.
Should I
Treemen.
do like a top every time I come on like a new new.
A new
I don't want to say freak, but like interesting
Yeah,
person.
maybe
like
freak
the
is not the
Carney
right term,
days.
but back in
No,
the days, yeah.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
car.
But
Yeah.
I could do like a book for you if you want. Vocal
Yeah,
dumps, wonders.
yeah.
Vocal
Like
dumps, wonderful people.
Yeah.
like every
Yeah,
time you come on, you bring up a new entity. Like the that's another one I was actually thinking of, which is really weird. I was thinking of the other day of. Do you ever see those like, oh, we found a mermaid back in 1852, and you see it, and it's just like a mummified monkey stitched with a fish on his head or something like what? It's like yeah, that's obviously a chimp with like a tuna on his ass.
yeah. It, there's a lot of that though. There's like there's the fairies as well. Have you seen the fairies? The people think they
No.
found fairies, and it's definitely like an assortment of like taxidermied animals like sewn
Okay.
together. And it's just disgusting to look. I remember I had a book when I was a kid, and it was so disgusting. It freaks me out thinking about it now. But it had like pictures of like fairies and stuff in there, but they were never
Mm.
alive. They were always dead, and they was always looked like they'd been
Ah.
sewn together by some madman, like in a lab. It's such like a strange thing, but yeah, I know exactly the image you're on about with the mermaid as well.
Yeah, I'll
That's
stick it back in there
iconic.
again.
I'll
Right,
stick it
right in
in
front
there.
center, boy.
Yeah, yeah.
Monkey again.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Oh yeah.
those sorts of things are iconic. And like, you're not the first person that's told me like that's my niche. A couple of my friends have said whenever they come over, like they end up watching a documentary about like a tree person or something on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Classic Channel 5 doc, isn't it? It's either
Yeah,
someone's got a growth, someone's a treeman, or someone's
a
like
tree
60
man.
stone.
A tree man.
I like the ones with like the big long nails. That's always that guy in the
Oh,
Guinness Book of Records, isn't there?
Yeah.
yeah.
The guy
I,
in the guy in
I remember.
India, like big dirty nails.
Yeah. Well, anyone,
Peanuts.
I remember like a specific one. It's like a woman as well. She's like American woman. She also had like nails that grew and just almost curled like a Catherine wheel around her own hands.
Yeah, it's like she sort of took care of them in a way when they were like they're quite what's the word? Symmetrical on each side, whereas the Indian guy was like, fuck it, and they just all like everywhere.
Yeah.
I think they're
Like
called barbers, isn't they?
it's like the guy who fucking held his hand up and he just died. Do you see that?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like,
That's
what's that like? Is
wild.
that like a I don't know, like a statement thing? Statement piece?
It's like a religious
Preaching to
thing, wasn't
God
it?
or something, probably, isn't it? It's something
Oh,
along
right,
those
yeah.
lines, I
Of
reckon.
course, yeah.
I,
Of
d- I
course it
don't
is.
I feel like I don't know if I'm making this up or if I have heard it, but isn't it like yeah, he's reaching for the heavens or something like
Mm.
that, like or the sun or something. I don't know.
Barely reaching the top shelf in the kitchen, is he? Let's
Yeah,
face it. Let
By the
alone
looks
the
of it, though, I
heavens.
think it's dead, right? Because every
he
time I
Yeah,
see a
shrivels
photo of
up.
it, it's like yeah, it's gone like
because his arm
um
fused eventually, didn't it? And he was stuck in that upright position. He
did it?
couldn't lower it.
Bloody
We're
hell.
not
Mm.
the same person.
Like that's discipline, isn't it? We can't even fathom. I've been like
Discipline.
one day it's like I'm just gonna stick my hand up. I'm not bringing it down. I'm not fucking bringing it down when anyone says.
You've also got to like, you've also got to come to terms with the fact that you're a one-armed man from here on out as
Yeah,
well, haven't you?
just suddenly decided that I'm losing an arm now, not even by
Yeah,
Yeah,
chopping
by
it off.
I was gonna say by choice, you've
yeah.
chosen to do that.
Mm.
It's you are right. That is quite disciplined. Fair play to him. I actually respect him now.
Yeah, raise my hand up for him like, actually, I
Yeah.
just dropped my ball.
Can we do it for the rest of the pod? That's the
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. Fuck that.
That,
Too
that,
cool.
that's the thumbnail. Just all
yeah. I don't know.
I
Elon
don't know.
Musk has got
I was
done
gonna
for
say
that.
yeah,
Let's not get into that one.
uh,
it's a little bit musk, is
cut that, cut that, cut
I
that.
think he lost like didn't he recently just lose like $600 billion because of that?
Did he?
How much has Vocal Dump got to lose? What's the empire sitting on?
I think we're like in a negative. Probably we've got to try and pull some money back somehow.
Yeah, we're actually losing subscribers.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the way to do it
Yeah.
Yeah.
Morgan
She's more
Freeman.
Morgan Treemen. It's more descriptive though, isn't it? That's just
Yeah,
what it is. You're
it's
not
like
like
Elephant Man, and you know where you're getting when you say Elephant Man. He walks in the
yeah,
room. Like I love
Class.
that. Carl Pilkington says that, and that's like his thing. You know, Elephant Man walks in the room. You know who you're looking at. If you say, "Oh, Elephant Man's coming over," you kind of get an idea of it, then you. So I think
Yeah.
Tree People's in the same vein. If they turned up, you'd be like, "Oh, that's the one you're on
yeah, yeah.
about."
Yeah. Oh, fair play. I
Fair play.
fair play to Tree People. Like you feel,
Fair play.
you think it's like a hereditary thing. Like, oh, my my mum had quite a fair bit of, I don't know,
Oh,
warts or
in the
something like that.
diet.
Yeah, bark. She very bark diet heavy or something like
I think it's definitely a hereditary thing
that.
over that side of the world. Um,
Yeah, it's gotta be, especially like the wolf people as well.
yeah, there's just so many of it. There's so many of it. There's so much of it going on out there. It just seems like anytime you see a documentary like that, it's always set in quite an impoverished area of the world,
Yeah.
or
Mm,
over towards like sort of China and India and all that sort of area. I don't know why, but
yeah,
it's got to be in the genetics somewhere, isn't it?
yeah. I remember um, watching that doc. I think it was with you, Andrew, of different forms of mummification, and there's that Ming Dynasty like queen who got
Oh yeah,
mummified,
he
but she wanted
was.
to be preserved as much as possible. Do you hear about this, Joe? That
No.
this quite high status lady wanted to be preserved as best as possible,
Oh
not just
right.
like
Okay.
mummified. Don't like when you think of mummies, you think of like Egypt, and they're kind of like all shrinkled up and stuff.
Yeah.
Shrinkled,
Shrinkle.
shrunk. It's new one. Add that. All
Shrinkle
shrinkled
cut
up.
crisps.
Yeah. Um, um, yeah, but they did some crazy lengths to like keep her alive or keep her preserved, which was like it's called wet mummification, which is pretty much put it in like a sarcophagus, then put
Yeah.
it in like um stone, like kind of concrete-esque, not concrete because that's obviously modern day process, but like set her in stone, then clay, then loads of layers, like almost like a fucking like 10 layers,
Right.
then submerged her in water, and then added more layers again and buried her in the ground.
It
Right.
was
Surreal,
bonkers.
mate. And they found her. I think it just general archaeology. They found her, and what's the word? You like take the body out,
Like,
excavate, yeah, and they kind of like
Yeah. Yeah.
put the body out, and her skin was still pliable and
pliable.
still had organs, like soft tissue, basically. It was still there, and she's like,
Right.
I don't know how many years old now. I'm plucking this number up my ass, but say like hundreds of years old.
Whoa.
Yeah, as a mummy,
Whoa. Whoa.
like.
Whoa. I wonder. I wonder, like, if she had all of her organs that were still, I don't know, lubricated from the water or whatever whatever, and then they were like, right, let's do a blood infusion, and then they fucking try to
Brought it
jolt
back.
her back to life. Imagine that.
I don't think she was perfect, you know. She was
Yeah,
still she's still a bit beef jerky-ish, like.
you could have turned her into diesel, I reckon.
Yeah.
Or petrol, like.
Yeah. Yeah, break it down. It was like a 50-minute documentary. They even like opened her up and found out the meals that she had. That's how preserved she was. Like, they knew that she had like fucking
Almost
melon seeds and
banquet.
stuff around her. Yeah, she had a banquet and all that. It was mental. It
Imagine
was
it.
mental.
Imagine they looked at it. There was a fucking Big Mac in there.
Could
That would
be.
be good.
And then the Ming Dynasty.
Yeah. How long that juggernaut's been going on.
Found out yesterday McDonald's have been overtaken as like having the highest number of restaurants in the world.
Oh, is it? Can we
Yes,
do you know what the one is? Because we can take a guess.
yeah, I do know it. I'll have to Google it because it's got a weird name. I can't remember exactly, but I do know it.
All
So you
right.
can try. I don't think. Hang
We're
on.
gonna guess it then, right?
Okay.
It's definitely a little chef.
No.
Well, so
Definitely not.
you don't know of the place before you learned about it. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I didn't know. I had no idea what this was, and neither did Soph when I mentioned it. So I don't think. I just feel like generally this isn't a place that people will know of, but it
Yeah.
But it's
has
So I guess
also
overtaken
surpassed.
McDonald's.
It has, yeah, it has,
is
which
it
is
is it
weird,
not
isn't
very like Western? Is it not like a Western restaurant you see and hear around in
it?
like
Oh no, definitely not Western. I have never heard of it before until I googled it yesterday.
Christ, we're not gonna
It'll
guess
be a
this now, are we?
while.
Um, what's a place that seems obscure they might not hear of? I don't know.
So is there a fast food thing?
Yeah, that's a good
um,
question.
it, I guess it is. It it has the words cream and teas in it, so it might not be fast food in the same sense as
What?
McDonald's.
Cream
Cream
and
and
teas.
tea is in the one name.
Yeah, it's in the one. It's in the name. Cream and teas.
What?
It's
You're
like a.
looking towards like
Is it like boba tea?
it
You
might
know, like
be. I don't know what they sell. I can look at the menu.
fuck's sake, Andrew. I'm joking.
Well, I
No, I don't have a clue.
Oh,
I'm not even.
what is it? Surpassing McDonald's and Starbucks. It's got
oh wow.
45,000 stores globally. I was surprised there was that little, to be honest.
45?
Hmm
45,000?
Yeah, 45,000 stores
Oh, right.
globally,
I couldn't
or
even.
restaurants.
Just the words cream and tea. Like, I don't even know what to make a name of that. Cream
I'm
and
Yeah,
only
tea
thinking.
company?
I'm only thinking like boba tea. You know, have you seen that stuff with like the?
Yes.
oh, so
It's like
it is a bubble tea. Yeah, it's a boba tea.
oh that well, that's what I was thinking because it's like you should see them everywhere.
Mm. They
So
have
it's a bubble
had a
tea.
surge in popularity, haven't they? Bubble teas.
Yes, they
Yeah,
have. Um,
that's as
so
far as I'm gonna go. I think.
I don't think we'll ever guess it, but it's sort of towards China and the Philippines that it seems it's got written down here. It's called.
Sounds about
Do you
right.
want to know it? Do you want to know what it's called?
Go on, yeah, I ain't gonna guess that shit.
It's called Mixu Ice Cream and Teas, and it's a
Right.
Chinese bubble tea chain.
I guess maybe it's like the Starbucks of Asia, maybe.
Essentially, they've I saw something interesting yesterday that they so like Nescafe wanted to start selling coffee in Japan. So
Nescafe is in like the instant brand.
yeah, the coffee brand.
Oh, right,
They
okay.
want to start selling coffee in Japan, and apparently the meeting they had with the salespeople out there, they said you won't be able to market coffee in Japan for at least 15 years because tea is such a big thing.
Mm.
So what they did was they brought out a Kit Kat that had a coffee flavor, and they've been selling that for the past 15 years to get people used to the flavor and the smell of coffee. And now they've just opened the largest Starbucks in the world in Tokyo, I think, because now it's like a
Wow.
thing. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
Bloody
so
good
hell.
they sort of drip fed coffee into.
into the culture. Yeah,
That's cheeky, isn't it?
that is very, very cheeky, isn't it? Do you think that's what happened with Calpol? Because
Yeah,
I love Calpol.
yeah. I like Calpol because I'm with a little kid as well. I do tend to like have a little bit of it. Yeah, I have a little cheeky mouth one that was looking. Nah, just
Cheeky
have like a little.
shot of Calpol.
Yeah. But the one I remember more vividly being better was the luminous yellow banana amoxicillin.
Oh yeah, that was great. That
Oh
was. I
my
used to
God.
love that.
Put another photo of that, bang, straight in the middle.
Yeah.
Amazing stuff.
Yeah,
Do you remember
those.
that, Joe? Or was that like
Oh, I
pre
remember it.
Joe
Pre-Jovid.
pre Joe?
No, no, I remember it. I remember those like Calpol is one of those ones where it's like it's got a bit of a crunch to it. Is that am
It's
I making
grainy.
that up? It's got a bit
It
of
is
a
grainy, yeah.
Yeah,
It's got like
yeah,
I think it's basically fucking sugar, right? It's like sugar
yeah.
with some
essentially.
drugs in it, so it's
Yeah.
okay for kids.
Do you know? I
Yeah.
remember my mother having a well, obviously there was like the little Calpol spoons, and then I there was like a I
You
want
don't
to
do it
say it's like
anymore.
a pipette.
A
Yeah,
syringe, basically.
yeah, I
Yeah,
remember the
it's like a
pet.
syringe and it'd be
Yeah,
taking that away.
that's all they do inside Father Scoop here. They don't do the
Yeah,
spoons unless actually I might be wrong. They might sell the spoons with like year six plus. So
right.
the ones I get right now, which obviously is like under four, just
Yeah,
syringe, just Calpol syringes.
It had two sides of the spoon, and it had a little side, little spoon, big spoon. Did you
Yeah,
ever
yeah.
ever use the little spoon?
Don't think I did.
Ah,
No.
pointless. Just
Uh,
make
Yeah.
an actual handle. I've
yeah.
never heard
Yeah.
anybody saying, "Oh, I'll just have a little bit of,
Yeah.
of
Maybe
alcohol."
maybe the little spoon is like when you go to a restaurant and they bring the wine bottle out, you're like, is that
Just
yeah,
have
I'll
a bit
take
of a taste.
yeah, out of the bottle, please.
Not quite
Um
the banana amoxicillin, but we'll have it.
yeah.
I'll have your finest bottle of Calpol, please.
Yeah. Those spoons remind you it's probably the same bloody factory to be honest. The ones they make for McFlurries and everything, isn't it? It's like the same type of
Yeah,
manufactured spoon.
it
They
is.
don't do plastic spoons in with McFlurries anymore. They cardboard.
Do
I
they?
was going to joke that they were cardboard, and they actually cardboard.
Yeah.
Why is that? Is it Save the Turtles and all that? Is it still?
I'm all behind it. Like I'm happy for it, but I just don't know how
Yeah.
cardboard.
Because the old
Mm.
spoons, they used to have like a square hole in the top, didn't they? But that would be because you could click it onto the McFlurry machine and it would.
That would be the
Is that what
stirring,
it
yeah.
is?
Was,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I
yeah,
never knew that was a thing.
yeah. They click it onto the thing and you put it in and it flurries
Blends.
it.
Flurries.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
and
always
then
wondered what that was for.
they got rid of that, and then they got rid of the the actual lid with the hole and stuff inside, and then
Yeah, I know what you mean. The new one does look unfinished, doesn't it? Like, when it gives you is just the
yeah,
cardboard kind of like flaps. You're like, uh, is that
I
done
haven't had a
like?
McDonald's for so long.
No, I
Hmm.
haven't actually had a McFlurry in so long. I think it's more of like in passing.
Yeah.
I just like sit in McDonald's like, what's going on here today then? That's brand new. This is no, so I actually remember when they brought the cardboard straws for McDonald's drinks, and what got on my nerves is like you get the straws, like oh fair enough, yeah, it was helping the environment. The fucking lid of the drink is plastic. They still got
Yeah.
plastic lids. Like, what are we doing here? You know what I mean, what
Yeah,
boxes are we
it's not
ticking just for
helpful, is
that?
it?
yeah,
They should just make they should make the actual cap out of like waffle cone.
Yeah.
That would be better,
Wait,
yeah,
wouldn't it?
you
Edible
mean
cap.
like ice cream waffle cone style?
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
edible cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they done. I don't know where I got it now, but edible spoons for ice cream. I think it's
Oh,
like a independent, like do like ice cream places around, but
Yeah,
they give you a spoon, and it's like basically like do like tart casing, that type of material, that type of texture and food taste. It's like tart casing, but it's baked as fuck, like it's mega hard, and it's not even that pleasant to eat, to be honest. I've actually tried to eat the spoon after the ice cream, but I think they just make it edible because it's like safer and better.
you went to America recently, right? It wasn't that long
Yeah,
ago.
yeah, just gone last year. Yeah,
Is the McFlurry a thing in America as well?
I don't know. I
Is
didn't go to McDonald's when I was there, which I probably should have, really, shouldn't I? But I don't know. Maybe it
I've
isn't.
never
Maybe
seen
it
an
is.
American McFlurry.
No, that's a good show. Actually, no, tell a lie. I not the last time I went to America, years and years ago. I was like, oh, I'm gonna get an apple pie in America to see if it's like, because apple pies in the UK unmatched. Like they're amazing, and I absolutely love McDonald's apple pies. So I was like, yeah, going in America, maybe it's even sweeter or even like stronger in flavor. It's totally different as shit. It's rubbish,
Oh,
mate.
never.
is
The
it?
one, yeah, the one we have here feels like the American one, and the one they have in America feels like the British one because it's like a
Mm,
fucking sausage roll. It's like like a plat, like puff
yeah.
pastry, and this one here is like like a crispy pancake, isn't it? It's like fried and
Yeah,
So
butch,
they've
like
got the UK's got like your standard Greg's full meat sausage roll one, and then the
yeah,
yeah,
America's got the vegan sausage roll version of it.
yeah.
yeah, the anemic vegan sausage roll equivalent looking.
Yeah. Weirdly, I prefer the vegan pastry for the sausage roll.
Oh,
There's no
really?
one.
I
Yeah.
can't really think if I've had one. I don't know if I've had a vegan sausage roll yet from Greg's.
They're nice. They are good. They've dialed back on the vegan stuff in Greg's though.
Are they?
It's not the same anymore.
I
Can't get a
just
vegan bake bake.
the thing I found about the vegan sausage roll was the texture didn't feel right.
What are you
Like it
used
was
to?
tasty. It tasted nice, but like the texture of the sausage roll, it felt like it wasn't done.
Yeah, I get
Maybe
that.
it's like too supple to the teeth.
Yeah, it was too. It felt too. I know it didn't feel real.
Yeah.
What would be your desert island sort of fast food?
Oh, that's a good question. Definitely not a vegan sausage roll. That's not up there for
No.
Cool.
me.
Unlimited vegan sausage rolls.
Um, Fast food's really, really like um difficult for me because it's like um tomorrow I might wake up and not feel like what I feel like today.
Yeah,
Mm.
Like tonight I might be like, oh, ch like a chippy tea like with curry sauce, you know what I mean?
like a
But
chippy
tomorrow I'll be
tea.
like, nah, I don't want chippy tea. I don't know. I want
Mhm.
a fucking pizza or something. So it's
It's
difficult.
got to be one item forever.
Mm.
One
Is
food
it one?
item.
Is it one item or one chain?
Um, I guess we could start with chain and build it up, you know. It
No,
depends how
I
long you
mean,
want to get onto that
no,
topic.
I mean, like if you had to choose, could it be like just McDonald's or KFC? You
Mm.
know what I mean? Like
I would go food item. I would actual
food
food.
item, right? Okay.
Yeah, I think that's better. Because I get you get a little bit of that every time I ask questions like this, like, oh, what's your favorite like vegetable or something? Some people in the group start going tactical, like, oh, I'm gonna go with potato because I can do chips with that, I can do mash as well. It's like,
Yeah, no,
all
fuck
right,
that.
mate, I just want a food, like, but yeah, I don't know. Probably
Yam.
a yam, yeah. I'd probably say pizza for me. It's pizza like every day, all day.
Yeah, it always boiled down to pizza for me, sadly, as well. I mean, it would either be pizza or a burrito if I was
Burrito,
for
yeah,
a second. But pizza, I think, is I think pizza's king.
Like a
yeah.
cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger, just on
Cheeseburger in
its own, just a
paradise.
classic, just a classic burger, like on its own.
Yeah,
Any
either that or
toppings?
I know either that or toast. I know that sounds boring as fuck, but I can just eat just lovely white bread toast. Give me that.
Bit of
Yeah,
butter?
Bit of butter, yeah.
Yeah, got to go butter. I mean, you can't eat dry ass toast.
yeah.
No.
Well, might as well join a monastery.
What's your go-to butters then?
Oh, Lurpak, innit?
Lurpak is pretty good.
I'm a
Lurpak.
Clover boy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Isn't that
Have you like?
margarine?
I don't know.
Is
I
that
don't
a
know.
bit
Is
of
clover
margarine?
margarine?
Not that it matters. I'm just like,
I remember stork being margarine. Remember
yeah.
stork?
I
I
thought that
like.
was
I
like
like.
what I used for baking, see, when I was a kid. I would only ever seen that used. My nan or my mother was making like a cake or something.
Yeah, but
I
well,
never saw it for any other purpose.
my dad's mum, so one of my aunts basically, had stork on fucking everything. It'd be like, be like, oh, corn on the cob, stork, toast, stork. And there's a type of environment as well where butter in their house wasn't really refrigerated. It was the
Oh yeah.
cloche. It was the butter cloche. Like open that up, put your knife in it. It's supple. It's like oh, spread that on effortlessly. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing. So we had one of those for a while in my mum and dad's house, but the butter was always rock hard. I could never spread it. It was pointless. You could brick someone with it. Like it was terrible.
What you
It
mean?
was
You
so
mean
bad.
you mean the cloche technique that didn't work for you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
So we had a little dish,
mm.
put the butter in, usually like a Welsh dragon salted butter type thing.
Oh yeah, salted butter.
And then every time I got to use it, I could not get it to spread. I'd destroy the toast or bread or sandwich that I was
Oh,
making
that's the
before.
worst.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just
That's the
spoil
absolute
disembowel the
everything.
bread.
worst. I hate the ones where you're like, I always reminds me when I'm on holiday and then you go to like a buffet, there's the butter, but it's like in ice,
Yeah,
and it's like
not
the
in ice
bowl,
physically, right?
like no a bowl of like ice.
Oh, I've
I've
never seen that.
No,
yeah,
I've
it's
never
like
seen
no
that.
little the little packet ones, like little square
Yeah,
packets.
but
Yeah,
I've
I've
never seen
And
never
it
it'd be
in
seen
like
that one.
ice.
to keep them cold or to keep them whatever. And I'm sitting there like, fuck. So what I'll do is I'll get something warm and I'll put the butter next to it. So by the time I get back to the table, it's sort of
Yeah.
warm enough to just spread on. But then what you don't want to do is leave it melt too much. So when you open it up, it just fucking go.
Yeah.
Oh, I've
No,
never
no.
gone too far with the melty techers on that. I've usually like do with those in that scenario with the holiday toast. It's the dreadful like conveyor belt toast that kind of comes in and then slides down.
Ah,
And
Mm.
one turn is not cooked enough, and two turns is burnt. So you gotta like
mm.
catch your odds with that, yeah.
You got to put your
Yeah.
hand in halfway through.
Yeah. There's always like some kind of sign that's put on top, like "Don't put croissants in," or something like that. Some kind of,
Yeah.
it's always been a bad experience in every hotel. Don't put pan au chocolats in there, please. Thank you. Like, fucking hell.
Doesn't cover the
Yeah.
insurance.
Yeah, with the butters, I usually like stroop waffle technique it where I like put it on the toast for a bit,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
heat it up with its own body, like.
I cap it in my hand and I go, what Raimi is starting a fire.
Like Ray me as a butter up, ready for your toast.
The butter whisperer.
It works. It's a tried and tested method.
You know what? Might have to try it. It's not really many occasions I go where I'm like, oh, yeah, we got the little individual foil butters around.
Yeah, I don't see
tell
that.
you- I tell you a
No.
trick that I did see. You know, like really useful, but like you've got to be in a very specific situation to use it type videos.
Right.
Well, there was, you know, you got the two types of, you got the butter that's in like the packet you got to unwrap, or it's like a plastic McDonald's
Yeah,
like
it's like a dip.
dippy, you know, yeah. So what you're gonna do there, instead of ripping the thing off, poke your fork in it and then squeeze it out, so it comes out with the
I've
holes.
seen that. That's a good idea, actually.
I was like,
Yeah.
and it worked a treat. It didn't have to be like warmed up or anything because I'm squeezing it out. It's like ready to go.
I've got a rebuttal for that, or like a caveat though, is the dippy ones are usually margarine or vegetable spread, and then the ones
Oh,
in
you
the
gotta
foil
be-
are usually butter. Like,
You got to be careful because you obviously don't want to be doing that.
you gotta be careful, guys. Don't be caught out with that. Bad day.
And
You
that's the
wanna
tip
get
of the
a-
week.
Oh yeah, that deadly,
Yeah.
deadly margarine.
Don't
I'll
mix
set you
up
up-
your butter and your marge.
I like you saying, Andrew, when you have a cloche and yeah, it goes hard. I kind of like when butter is like left like that, and it goes like luminous yellow, and you
Yeah.
cut into it, and then the inside is the normal color. It created that kind of like crust, butter crust.
There is something about a crust on anything, really, bar your
Yeah,
toilet.
except for
That's-
Treemen. Like I don't like Treemen crust too much.
Crust, yeah. It's the same with rice pudding.
Oh,
Like the
that's the
skin on
thing.
top of a rice pudding.
I draw the line at the phlegmy skin on a rice pudding, man.
Oh,
Can't I can't do it. You like pick it up like it's like a wet body scab.
Yeah, you could put things in it and carry it around with you.
Yeah,
That's
turn
the,
into
that's a
like a
good
little.
one.
It's like an Ed Gein purse or something. Like no, not,
Yeah.
not that.
It's like
Go on, then.
it's like American Psycho, and he's like pulling this.
American rice pudding.
Yeah, I watch that any day on a drop of a hat. Stick that on.
We can do that. We should make it. You should do like a vocal dump presents.
Yeah, like only on Roki or something like that,
Yeah. It would only be on Roku. Bravo.
or Roku, is it? Whatever it's fucking called.
Yeah, Roku probably. I have Roku.
Is it worth it? It always seems like a.
Well, it's free. We don't pay for it, which is nice.
Mm.
And me and Soph did watch a good TV series on there, but it couldn't have been that good because I can't remember it at all now that I mention it. It's
Oh
about
shit,
2
we're on less than a minute.
What?
Less than a minute before the recording cuts out, mate.
Oh, never. Bloody hell, that's gone
Yeah,
quick, hasn't
flown by, innit? Butter, Treemen.
it? Butter Treemen.
Maybe that's the name of the episode. We'll do butter and Treemen, is it?
Yeah, Butter Treemen.
Right, thanks for having me on.
Well, Andrew, do you wanna take us out, Andrew?
No. I don't feel comfortable with that.
Bye.
Bye.